Hi, I'm Alex Archbold. I've been buying and selling antiques since I was a kid. Over the years, generations of our family have gotten involved in the business, and I'll search just about anywhere I can to find hidden treasures both big and small. I never know what I'll turn up next. It's about exploring new places, seeing new sights, and having fun. And even though sometimes I get over my head, we try and make things a little better along the way. This is Curiosity Inc. Hey guys, and welcome to today's episode. Well, I just got back, I'm just pulling up to my house, with a truckload of stuff. It was an estate situation. Both parents had died. They were in their early 70s, which now as I'm getting older, that seems way too young. And they asked me to come and buy a whole bunch of stuff. We gathered some things together and I was able to make a deal. And so I'm going to now offload everything and show you what the heck I got. Truly, it was boxes and boxes of stuff. And the way I like to buy it, sometimes you just buy a box and you hope you're gonna find something cool inside. So let's do a little discovery together, see what is in the boxes, and hope that we'll get my investment back, which in this case is $800 Canadian for the whole truckload of stuff. So we'll see. Anyway, guys, follow along in today's episode and let's do a little digging together. Let's go. Well, I've cleared off a bit of space on this one table. Definitely isn't gonna be enough room, but I still have, as of the point that I'm filming, I have stuff from the last couple picks piling up in here. So that's a problem for future me, but this is all for a reason. And this whole purpose of this side of the building is for me to do sorting in, so it's serving its purpose. But this will all be going through a future auction. But I gotta get the trunk emptied out because we have a thunderstorm rolling in. Not yet, but soon. And I wanna make sure that I got this all out because I'm going on another pick tomorrow. One of the things I saw in the garage was this. It's sort of a hot rod steering wheel. I don't know exactly what car it's off of. It's a banjo style steering wheel, probably off an old 30s Plymouth or something along those lines. The horn button has been replaced with a hollow point hunting pellet can lid. And these are called suicide knobs. So you'd put them on the knob and it makes it so it was easier to turn. You could turn with one hand. This one has a pinup girl on it, and I thought that was actually kind of neat. Hollywood knob. So that's actually like a vintage shift knob with the pinup gal on it. So that's just super cool. Let's see what else was in this batch. She said her dad was into NASCAR, and I believe it. This box is it Jeff Gordon? That's got to be from like 2001 or 2004. That's around the time that Melissa and I had a toy store and we did sell stuff like that. There's the Gravedigger model kit, still sealed. And we got a few little racing champions. Oh, look, the Scooby-Doo mystery machine. Neat. So there's some die cast in here. NASCAR die cast, a little 1/64 scale. We've got NASCAR Christmas ornaments, Jeff Gordon. We've got, I'm gonna guess, oh, this is Casey Kane, Pez dispenser. And you got the Jeff Gordon action figure. So usually when people are into NASCAR, they really get into it and they get a whole bunch of stuff. That's not NASCAR, but looks like that was a plastic model kit, seen better days. Oh, there's all sorts of die cast in here. These are made by Action. I think that is. No, that's Racing Champions. Action was always the better one for NASCAR. They were always more expensive. But I have a feeling this whole box is all going to be NASCAR stuff, which is fine. It's cool. You know, it's vintage now. There's probably people who grew up watching these particular drivers and those particular cars. The Dale Earnhardt Sr. stuff was always pretty good. What's this? I have no idea what that is. Oh, Canada Post. Weird. Maybe somebody worked at the post office because there were a lot of stamps there as well. Okay, we'll put the NASCAR stuff and the, gosh, the Scooby-Doo is just pretty cute. I might keep that aside. But let's go out and bring some more boxes in. This box was labeled 1942 Marks Electric Train Set. I don't know how they got the exact year on it, but let's see. It looks like could be Marks. That looks part of like a Streamliner set. They did Marks and Lionel both. That's not a Lionel transformer for sure. Doesn't really look much like a Marks transformer either. Louis Marks and Company, okay. So we got the transformer, we have at least one car, we've got, looks like some track. And there's the other cars in there. Somewhere it's gonna be the engine. Let's see if I can dig the engine out. Oh yeah, there we go. The Mercury Special. That's actually a cool set because when we put it all together, it's very streamlined and Art Deco. Got a good look to it. So nice old train set in the batch. Okay, this one we got an Elvis sound speaker. Sold at Walmart at one point. It looks like a little hunka radio. Elvis license plate. Shoebox with what's inside. I'm gonna guess it's all Elvis stuff. Yep. Oh, it's an Elvis clock. Oh, and his legs go back and forth. Huh. So this is the Elvis box. And this has a certificate of authenticity. It looks like one of those sort of Franklin Mint kind of looking things. Oh, what's on the bottom? I didn't know there was more stuff on the bottom. Elvis record. Elvis for everyone. So some Elvis records at the bottom of the box. And this is all taped up. I'll have to open up and see what's inside. Limited edition of Rockin' Through the Years. Let's see. Well, I don't know what I was expecting, but it wasn't a tiny little Elvis guitar. I mean, it's neat. I wasn't expecting a guitar. I thought it was gonna be like a die-cast car or something, but it's cool either way. Brought another box in. This is different. I've seen these sort of brownie type cameras. This one's a Spartus, but it has this sort of, feels almost like a little thermos on top, but that's for your flash. So look, it's built in. It has a push-in style flash, which I don't have the bulbs for, but it does have the cover. Like this big Oculus sort of right in the middle. It's a neat sort of thing. I'm gonna set that in the box there. And there is all sorts of stamps. Now, I don't know if there was anything. Oh, there's stamps even tucked in the stamp book. So I have to kind of go through everything. But there's dinosaur stamps, Canadian collector books. Now, stamps aren't a huge collectible anymore. This was $44 when it came out in 1997. So these little collector sets are still sealed. And it's the sort of thing that if you lived in a smaller town or something and you wanted to get a sort of collectible item, you might go to the post office. This seems to be pictures of, you know, the Rockies and the mountains and birds. But it's nice that it's all still sealed and in the packaging. So I have, oh, and there's more stamps there. Typically, it's the really old ones that end up having value. But to be honest with you, I never really got into stamps too much because even these little perforated edges here, and I can't remember exactly what they're called. Somebody watching at home, you can put it in the comments and remind me what it's called. But they have a little measuring tool you can use, and one stamp might be worth more because it has less little perforations in one side than the other, or vice versa. You have to really know your stuff to know stamps. At the end of the day, in the grand scheme of life, I mean, really, who cares? I guess if it makes something more rare and it means it's going to put money in your pocket, that's cool. But I've never really just been that big into stamps to really follow it that closely. There's a little Volkswagen Beetle, though. Actually, I think I saw the box for that when we were packing stuff up. So stamps, and more stamps. I'm kind of hoping that I'd find the, it's like the 1800s stamps and things like that. Just kind of open this up and see. Oh, I see. This was a set. All right. Well, lots of digging to do in the stamp world, and these will all have to get separated out. I'll have to figure out how I'm going to sell this stuff, but piles and piles of stamps. Got a little Bell & Howell zoom lens. Oh, it's actually a 8mm camera with the zoom lens. I thought it was just going to be the lens itself. Lots of people looking for 8mm cameras. It's nice it's got its case. That's nifty. And this is mostly all model kits in this box, but some of them are still sealed up, like this Tweety Pie 2. And we've got the Rat Fink. Well, this one seems heavier than usual. Why does this one seem heavy? No, I guess it's just the model kit in there. It's unbuilt, which is good. It just feels a lot heavier than the other boxes. And that's one you don't see too often. 3 Series BMW. Those are kind of becoming collectible now. The real cars, the 80s stuff. Young kids are starting to like that stuff. I wonder if this is an older one. The box looks smaller. Of course, like anything, if you have an original model kit, let's see if there's a barcode on it. Yeah, there is. 2001. Darn, if that was an original from the 60s, that could have been quite a good find. But either way, it's still neat. So some fun little model kits here. Somebody will have a good time building. We'll get those out for sale. Avatar Christmas ornament. I feel like my kids are watching that series right now and enjoying it. More of these stamp collector books, and at $40 a piece brand new, 4, 8, 12, 16, 18, 22. It's like at least a few $100 right there, if I can get the value back out of them. It's hard to say. Sometimes those things do go up. These were a little coin and stamp set, and there's a bunch of those. Brought another little bin in here. We've got some sealed 105th anniversary of the first Canadian postage stamp. So there's a couple of those. What's this? $50 new. Lasting Impressions, Bank of Canada, Birds in Canada, Canadian Journey series set. 2 uncirculated $10 bills. The old and the new one. When they moved over. They changed our currency quite a bit, actually. It doesn't stay like the American bills don't change too much. The Canadian bills change fairly frequently. Some little Hot Wheels in here. Oh, that's weird. That one's clear. The whole body on that car is clear. That's kind of neat. And a flute. Is it a flautist? Would you be a flautist, a flutist in the audience today? We got a little flute in the case. I don't know if Jupiter brand's probably like, judging by all the stickers, I'm guessing this was a kid's, like a student model that they had. But these little cars are always collectible and sellable. Know about that weird looking 25 cents. Oh, it's a bear. I was like, how do I look at it like that? Okay. All right. And what got wrapped up here? Oh, it's an ashtray. It's an old novelty ashtray. There's a couple walking on the front, and then you see at the back he's giving her derriere a bit of a squeeze. They had these sort of things back in the 40s were popular. So a few little odds and ends there. Betty Boop tin. Okay, cool. Another bin with, guess what? More stamps. But in this case, these are sort of the day of issue envelopes that the government puts out. So when the stamp comes out for the first time, they'll give you this whole envelope that has the special cover on it. It says day of issue stamped on it. So those are somewhat collectible. And there's binders and binders and binders of them here. Look at them all. At least 3 binders full, and then there's stamps and collectibles all inside here. I mean, even just the stamps, if I was using them for shipping, would probably be worthwhile. Okay, in this box, paint. I can always use. Oh, there's the box for the Volkswagen. I should put those together so I don't forget that is for that. Another model kit, the GT500. Some days I miss my Mustang. I had that California Special. It was a cool car. But I've got other stuff I'm working on. A few interesting little radios, little tabletop radios. Got the last of the bins in. Incidentally, if you hear like a water running noise in the background, I am not using the restroom while I'm filming. I'm filling up a water tank in this auxiliary building out here with a garden hose. So you could just go on ahead and ignore that while I look through these boxes full of stuff. This box, I did see this when I was at the house, and the reason I picked it up, 1990 stuff is typically not that collectible. However, there was a unopened box of these 91, 92 Panini basketball cards, and in this set, you could get these special gold foil cards. Ah! Where was I? You can get these special 91, 92 Panini basketball gold foil cards. And if you get the one that has Michael Jordan in it, it's worth like a few $100 or more. So that's potentially a good case. I've seen these cases selling. This one's not sealed, obviously, but I've seen them selling for like $300 to $400 for that one case. So that's like half of what I paid almost for everything. I will say I didn't know that at the time when I bought it. I looked it up when I got home and found that out. So that's one of those things that's sort of just a nice surprise. The rest of the stuff in here, probably not overly valuable, but you hope you're going to find, you know, somebody's rookie card. Kobe Bryant was, I think, a little later than this, but when you see like basketball mixed, maybe there'll be a good rookie card in there. So it's worth having a look. The bin next to me, look, there's a little Britney Spears in the box, probably from the 90s, no, 2000. Still, that's 24 years ago. So there's a Britney Spears action figure. A few nice old radios in here. Plastic, good condition. To plug it in and see if that works. And more NASCARs. And some more die casts in the bottom of the box. And there's a couple more die casts. So there's the Bill Meyer Ford Mustang race car by Greenlight. That's a nicer one. And then you got a Porsche 911 Speedster. Some neat little Christmas ornaments. So lights, music, and plays 2 songs. So that's from Carlton Cards. It's always kind of fun sorting through these generic boxes of stuff to see what people had. Oh, there's a Hallmark I Love Lucy. Lucille Ball. What is this? It's like a little case, but it's got an antenna on it. See if we can get this opened up and see what it is. It is... Oh, it's a little radio. It looks like a secret agent radio set. So you got your clock, you got a speaker, little tuning thing there. So it looks like a little spy suitcase. And it's actually like a little radio. Well, that's cute. And what else do we have? Ooh, a neat old alarm clock. The early bird alarm clock, and it looks like the early bird with the worm probably, it takes it out of the, see that? It's got that little groove right there by my thumb. It pulls the worm out of the hole, I guess, when it's time to wake up, because the early bird catches the worm. That's cute. A little transistor radio in the box. Solid state. Just post transistor. More ornaments, another Lucille Ball ornament. I don't know what that is. Oh, a little shaver, a little razor in its case. This is just sort of like a combination of everything in this box. An Avon Maxwell. I think that's what Jack Benny had, was a Maxwell. That's aging myself that I should know such things. Oh yeah, obviously they're doing the tie-in to the Jack Benny show because they've got the movie camera on it. That's what that's all about. Where's the roof for it though? I don't see it down there. Looks like it had maybe a little plastic roof at one point. We'll see if that's in here somewhere. Little Mickey Mouse back scratcher. Hey, speaking of back scratchers, look at this. It's an E.T. back scratcher. And all it is just E.T.'s finger at the end of a stick. So you can grab onto... I should keep this in my room at night and just hook onto Melissa's nose when she's trying to sleep and give it a good yank. Well, maybe not a good yank. I still want to stay married at the end of this. Just enough to bother her. Just a little... And you say, Alexander, that's so immature. I don't think you guys have been paying attention to my wife and the horrible things she does to me all the time. Hey, look at this. It's an itsy bitsy little suitcase, and inside it says the Desk Companion paper grip glue, and there's push pins and stuff. So I guess this was a little desk set that if you needed stuff, it organized in this tiny little suitcase. But that would actually make a great little doll suitcase. Made in Canada, handmade. It's like a little leather suitcase. How cute would that be if you collected old Barbie stuff or had a dollhouse? The old toaster, some books and stuff in here. And these, I don't know if these were Burger King and McDonald's or where they were from. But I remember those. I remember having the darn thing. And they'd fill up with water when you wash them, and you have to kind of like dump them out. See, he's got a little drainage hole on the bottom of his beard there. I remember that being a problem, trying to get them clean at the end. There's some Space Jam figures from the 90s. Looks like almost a whole set of them in there. And Leaning Tower of Pisa. So some little ornaments and collectibles and stuff. Gosh, I had that set of playing cards for years. When I was a kid, I got that for Christmas one year. Had it for a long time. It was a couple Dale Earnhardt things. 12-month calendar. And tribute to him. So, well, I don't know. I think there's some neat stuff. I think if I try and sell that on eBay, I'll probably get better money for it. But I think all the rest of the stuff should sell pretty well at auction. The radios, all the stamps and stuff. So I think we'll do okay. Probably a few $100 profit in here, which is going to be good. And anytime you can make a few $100 in one day, I say that's a good day. So guys, thanks very much for tuning in. I'll let you know when this auction is going to be set up and running. I've got a lot of work to do to get all the stuff that's piled in here off and on its way to the auction house, but I'll be on that soon enough. But guys, subscribe for more episodes. Stay tuned for more. Lots of adventures on the way, and thanks for watching. Tune in for more, and as always, bye for now. Bye, everybody.